Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my Resident Evil 2 Revelation stream. Jeffrey Turner here, aka Mega Jetty 1, and you can bet on that.
Resident Evil.
Alrighty. Good. Yeah, loading. Later.
Now, you stay by the boat, little lady. I mean it. I've got some grown-up stuff to attend to, but I'll come back for you later, okay?
You can't just leave me.
No. No. It's too dangerous for you to come along.
I'm not gonna be any safer here.
Is there a little girl on this planet that will listen to me? All right, stay close. You're with me now. Come on. The radio tower. That's gotta be it. What are you doing all alone? Where are your parents?
I don't have any parents. And I don't know why I'm here. I just am.
She got you just like she got my baby.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not scared of me?
No. You're alright.
Watch out!
Don't want to waste the bullets on these things. Hey Alf, how's
So
it
what's your
going?
name, sweetie?
Natalia.
Wow, what a pretty name.
No, I have not played
My name's
Revelations
Barry.
1 yet.
Barry?
That's right, don't wear it out.
I won't.
Hey.
Looks like this is the only way through.
But yeah, no, I haven't played Revelations 1. I just skipped right to this one because, you know, I saw it for free and thought, you know what? Why not get it? Sadly, I only got episode 1. I may have to pay for the rest. Ugh. Bugs. Oh, I hear another. Oh. In terms of story, I'm of thought Revelations 1 and 2 are closer to older games than Remake 2 and 3. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, this is PS4. Okay. Any bright gold medals to shoot at? Oh, well, there's something to shoot at. Ha. And the cool thing is, it does have the Resident Evil 4 feel, but it's still, you know, closer to the original games. One, I have a physical copy. It has all the episodes. Don't they have a bundle for sale on PSN? If it is for sale, I don't. I think whatchamacallit, yeah, I just I'll need to wait on buying them, but I'm hoping that I can. I'm honestly hoping that I can just get them all for free, or if I can just find the physical copy. I haven't been out to a GameStop in a while, so that's why I haven't got a physical copy. Ah.
The monsters.
Monsters? Must be the infected the Brief mentioned.
Well, at least these ones are slower. You mean RE2 Remake and Remake 2 and 3 doesn't have that Resident Evil feel to it. No offense if you like the two games. Well, I've only watched the games. I haven't exactly played them yet. I mean, I played the demo for 2, but other than that, yeah, I haven't played them. But and I do admit there are some elements to them that do feel Resident Evil 2 and 3. But yeah, they just really, because they there were a lot of things they changed, it kind of took away some of what made the original 2 games good. My issue I mean, I love Code Veronica, and I kind of feel let down that the story didn't get concluded from there.
How do you know?
I can just sort of see them.
But yeah, I mean, we didn't even get the final encounter with Umbrella. All we got was, like, we had Code Veronica end with Chris saying, we gotta destroy Umbrella, now let's finish this once and for all. Then you jumped right to Resident Evil 4, and Umbrella's done for. Right in the opening. It's done for off screen. I mean, what the hell?
Oh, no, you don't, young lady. It's too dangerous.
Why? I'm not scared. There's something ahead. Be careful.
Summed up my thoughts. 2 has no... Oh.
It's close, but it hasn't seen us.
2 has no different scenarios. 3 has not much Nemesis chase like in original. Yeah. I do like how, you know, Nemesis did kind of barge into her house, but I think they could... Yeah, but I do agree when I saw someone else say in a review, it could have been done similar yet better. They could, instead of Nemesis barging into her house like that, it should have been zombies through the front door, and she had to jump out the window right then and there. But, I mean, of course, it goes down the fire escape, but still.
There's something ahead. Be careful.
You just let me handle this one.
Ha! Didn't know what hit him.
There's something ahead. Be careful.
Alrighty. Also, the demise of Umbrella was shown in the Umbrella Chronicles. Yeah, I do know about that. It's just, yeah, it really was a letdown, though. You're asking us to play a game that that's on a limited edition console, and in order to find out how Umbrella fell, we should have gotten a full scale, you know, PlayStation game about how it fell. Like, they break into a facility, but they're like separated, and then they're like trying to reunite while also break down certain sections of the facility, struggling to survive. And then, but then the story gets complex when Wesker gets involved, along with the resurrected Steve from Code Veronica. Because Claire's involved in the mission, and a guy that she got close to is back from the dead, and basically, he's torn between wanting to kill her and wanting to, you know, save her. Heck, you could even throw Hunk in as like an agent of Wesker or something.
There's something ahead. Be careful. There's something ahead. Be careful.
Okay. I mean, Capcom would have ported the Wii games on PS4, but sadly they didn't. Yeah, and an even funny thing, at work, at my Big Lots that I work at, I actually bought the Wii, Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, Shot Blaster controller. So I have that ready if ever I do manage to get the Wii and Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. But yeah.
There's something ahead. Be careful.
If you ask me, Darkside Chronicles and Umbrella Chronicles was a much better remake than the remake. Not too drastic in changes, but yeah, definitely, I agree. Enough lead in the head, it's dead. Yeah. Oh. First, what did I miss over here? Okay. There is one thing though I will admit about Resident Evil 3 Remake, that does sort of intrigue me.
Yeah.
The possibility that the Las Plagas parasite might have come from the NE parasite that makes Nemesis. The possibility, at least, would at least do a better job of connecting the darn games. That way, if the NE parasite, even though it's not the T virus nor the G virus, if it gets into anything, you could risk having another Nemesis type monster to deal with. That's interesting. Heck, you could have an army of Nemesis, however it's pronounced. The graphics cutscenes of the Wii games was amazing. All it needed was a change in gameplay for PS4 port. Yeah.
There's a hole here.
Okay.
There's something ahead. Be careful.
Oh, wait a minute. I now know what I gotta do here.
There's something ahead. Be careful.
Right on his head.
Okay, all clear.
You're braver than me.
Anything else here? Nope. Ah, there's something. I know where we are now. Las Plagas connected to the NE parasite. Considering the NE was made in France, it could be said it was based on Las Plagas research, but, hold on, let me, check the PS4, not the PS5, the YouTube feed. But considering it, but built from the ground up. Yeah. Connecting 324. Yeah. I mean, because, that's the one thing that, I know a lot of people say that the Resident Evil 4 is one of the best new survival horror video games of Resident Evil. But it just did not feel like classic Resident Evil. There were no classic zombies. There were no, whatchamacallits. Darn it, where's the map? No. Let me see if I can find which button brings up the map. Okay, map. How do I pull up the map? Enlarge map. Yeah, but yeah, because for in like on the first original games, you didn't have the classic zombies, you didn't have the viruses, you just went right to parasites. Now I understand parasites were kind of hinted at in 2 with the whole G virus being a parasitic virus.
This a control room?
If they went with the 3.5 and made the virus capable of inducing hallucination to victims, it makes sense for Leon to be like that in 3. Yeah.
There's something ahead. Be careful.
Ha. Okay. Retaining its horror part while changing controls and the feel of the game, if that makes sense.
Careful!
Yeah.
There's something on the floor. There's something ahead. Be careful. The monster's coming!
Yeah, because, that was the thing. I just felt like Resident Evil 4, at least in terms of its story, felt so disconnected. It's like they dropped everything from Code Veronica right then and there, and then just, didn't consider, You know, it's like they didn't just take the gameplay in a new direction; they took the story in a completely different, disconnected direction. But then again, a lot of people believe from Resident Evil Code Veronica onward, that's when the movies began, and then the movies started influencing the movies just a tad bit too much. Alrighty.
There's something ahead. Be careful.
Okay, he's not getting up. It's okay to lead it to a different direction, but at least connect it to the old one. What made 4 disconnected was the center of the story. Exactly. Because, it wasn't connected to the progenitor virus, T or G virus. Yeah. I mean, say what you want about 5. 5 at least felt a little more connected somewhat. It's like it took the elements of 4 and tried to make it more connected. Because, you know, you had the Chris, Wesker, Jill story. So that was a good
ahead. Be careful.
That was a good something to whatchamacallit, good something to grasp on. Come on!
There's something ahead. Be careful.
Huh. Five made the consequences of the G, T, and T Veronica known to the world and create a greater monster. Exactly. And then, of course, we know about 6. How it was just nothing more than an action schlock fest. That with interconnected stories they tried to piece together, but it just did not work right.
There's something ahead. Be careful.
If you ask me, they should have made Code Veronica 2 to tie the anti-Umbrella operations and the start of the BSAA. How and why it was founded. Well, here's another thing. I mean, I understand why they established the BSAA, but I really don't think they should have. I think they should have just stuck with.
Ahead. Be careful.
They should have just stuck with the STARS teams. Because to me, STARS was like the staple of Resident Evil. And It's like the moment they went from calling Chris and Jill BSAA instead of stars, it's like they took it a little once again in another direction. Because I mean, I know in the games they kind of established that stars is like a
Well, that's normal.
okay. That was a close one. I have a bad feeling it's gonna be like the reverse here. Oh.
How'd I do?
You did great.
Ha. It made sense for their existence since the virus got out and they needed a special freelance force to deal with it anywhere. But I get you. Yeah, like I said, in the games, I think STARS was established as only a Raccoon City only a Raccoon City special task force. But according to the S.D. Perry novels, which I know they're technically not canon, but there are a lot of fans of those books who consider some aspects of them canon. Stars was not just a whatchamacallit, not just a Raccoon City task force. There was like stars groups all over the U.S. and like you had Charlie Team and whatnot.
We could probably get out this way if the path was clear.
STARS was a special police task force group in the U.S. I admit to having never read the Perry novels yet. Yeah, I definitely recommend them because, for example, the S.D. Perry novel version of the original Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 1, kind of tells, instead of Barry or Chris being separated from the team when they arrive in the mansion, they're like all four of them enter in the front door together. But Chris goes to first to try and investigate. the gunshot that Barry and Jill hear, that make them want to go after him, is basically him shooting the zombie that was feasting on Kenneth. And then when Chris and when Barry and Jill, when they go after Chris to try and find him, Jill doesn't find the first zombie. The first zombie they encounter is Kenneth. So it's interesting, an interesting twist on things like that. And so yeah, if you do by any chance decide to look up the S.D. Perry novels, I definitely recommend it. Okay, I'm getting low on ammo here. Might want to conserve a little. But I think the Perry novels need some edit to fit in the games. I think the book had an Umbrella boss that was not Spencer, or some. I could be wrong, yeah, but actually there was something interesting. You see, there was in the S.D. Perry novels there was a special character never featured in the games. His name was Trent. He was like some guy who had somehow. Who somehow knew the way through the entire mansion, and he kind of he reached out to Chris and Jill before they ever even got to the mansion to investigate, before their team started getting attacked. And so yeah, it was interesting. He gave like Jill a small mini computer with a digital map, and then Chris or something or other, don't remember exactly what, but yeah. But like I said, yeah, I mean the novels are not canon, but there are certain aspects to it that people prefer over what's been written in the games. For example, Jill was not a Delta Force operative before she became STARS. She was actually a cat burglar, like you know, the Black Cat from Spider-Man. Basically, her father, Dick Valentine, was a notorious cat burglar, and she followed in his footsteps. He got arrested, sent to maximum security, and then she turned her life around. So, the way I see it, if you wanted to combine the games and the novels, you can have it where her being in Delta Force is just a cover story, because the person who arrested... actually, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Yeah, she was a thief. That would explain her lockpicking skills. Yeah. What I would have it be is she didn't turn her life around right away after her dad got arrested. She tried to strike out on her own, or at least she tried to steal in order to pawn enough money to get her bail her dad out. But she got caught and arrested, and the arresting officer was in fact Wesker. Wesker offers her the way out, join STARS, and then she'll be like, I don't think a thief joining a police force will look good on STARS. And then he'll be like, don't worry, I'll take care of the details. So then she could go through some kind of boot camp, like Delta Force boot camp, but she doesn't, and it's tough and hard on her, but she actually endures it. And then that way she could have the qualifications to join STARS, and everyone thinks she's a Delta Force operative, when in fact she's really a thief who just went through a Delta Force boot camp. There we go. Or she was a thief, but arrested and straightened to become a Delta Force. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, I must be missing something here. It's locked from the other side, so how do I get in there? I need the control room key, which is right there. So I gotta find the control room key. How do I find it? Okay. There's lots of concept far games that is interesting but never seen again, like the 15-minute 3D film Dead Aim on PS2. 3D film Dead Aim on PS2. All those could have been good. Yeah. Okay, I think now I can go to the area where...
I can't just leave Natalia.
Where is she? Jeez. Keep up, kiddo. Head back in here. Maybe the key was in here the whole time. I don't know. Alrighty. Items. Do I have key items? Control room key. Wait a minute. I was just up there, and why didn't I use it? Jeez, what the hell is wrong? I hate when that happens. Oh yeah, it was the 4D Executor. Yeah, I actually did see that. It was a little bizarro. I don't even think that was canon, as far as I know. Yeah. Onto the matter of the Resident Evil... Oh yeah, I could have unlocked it. I just didn't hit the button. Stupid me.
Need your help.
Ah, damn it. There we go. Escape report. Shot and killed subject J038 as he planned to escape. His body was properly disposed of. Usage of cell number 1 at the second floor entrance is prohibited until the wall can be repaired. Ooh. Come on! I've got this. The Dead Aim from PS2 could have made a cameo appearance in other games, or even just referenced. Yeah, I didn't play that one, but I did see some of it. It was like a combination of the TG virus and in that one. The reason I do not like 7 is because it is so disconnected to the other games. I do understand that story-wise. Gameplay-wise, I like it because it really did feel like a, like classic Resident Evil. It at least tried. Okay. Oh. It looks good, I have to admit that, and I still have to play it as soon as my brother returns the PS4. Yeah. Lucky for me, I don't have siblings to loan this stuff to, but at the same time, it's sad that I don't have siblings. I have cousins, though. Just don't see them as much. I did see the, I did go to my cousin's wedding like a week or so ago. See you when you get back, my man. Uh-oh. Well, the valve is broken, so guess I gotta turn.
I did it!
You sure did, honey.
There we go. Have I seen the Village trailer for RE3? Yeah, I did. And while I'm kind of glad that Chris is in it, I do feel like they're hinting at a heel turn, but I don't think they really would do that because we're talking about the main hero, the Superman, the Captain America of Resident Evil. For him to just go evil after 8 games would just be crossing a line, you know? Go against everything. And then there's the setting, the village.
We're almost to the
We
radio
kind of already got a village in Resident Evil 4. And then there's a castle. And granted, they put snow in it, but essentially it's Resident Evil 4 all over again, but with Jill. But not Jill, but with Chris. It's got Chris in Resident Evil 4 with snow. That's essentially what it is.
No.
It's like they're running out of ideas. Or they're just trying to shove RE4 down our throats that badly because they don't want to go back to the classic.
Almost there. Still with me?
Yeah, I have strong legs.
It is said the 7 guy is the main character. Yeah. And also, another crazy thing. Haven't checked if it's true. Yeah, whether he is or isn't. But what's really another potential thing that is annoying and upsetting fans is the fact that there's that there's a werewolf in this game. You know, Resident Evil did try the concept of a werewolf in a comic. And even then, the Resident Evil fans thought it was silly and stupid and should not be considered canon. It's like Capcom really is not getting it.
It's locked from the other side.
It's like they're trying to cater to fans, but they're also not listening to them. So yeah.
Barry, it's locked. What do I do?
You need to break the lock. See anything around there you can use?
There we go.
Good work, sweetie.
If it has a werewolf, it better be zombie human wolf from Frankenstein. Yeah.
You stick close to me, okay?
Okay.
There we go. Something tells me I'll need that. I mean, would that make sense in world? Yeah, for me, yes. It's just that it just seems like the whatchamacallit. I mean, it's like they don't want to go back to classic zombies, lickers, hunters, crows, spiders. I mean, that's why they even cut some of those monsters out of Resident Evil 2 Remake and Resident Evil 3 Remake. They had the chance to give us the classics, and they gave us half versions of them.
There's something out there. Stay back.
Let's see. Also, what bothered me about 2 and 3 are the advanced computers so out of time. Yeah, and that's another thing I noticed. But it wasn't much the computers so much as the cars. Because, I mean, when you look at cars today and look at cars back in the 90s, not all cars were like, had the rounded edges. Like, for example, take a look at this plaque here. You see the pointed corners? Well, cars these days have the rounded corners. Those are the mainstream cars. But back in the 90s, they had pointed edge corners like this one. So it's like, what the heck are modern cars doing in a 90s set video game? It's like they were so desperate to modernize it, they forgot the true spirit. Because Resident Evil also was known for being colorful and exaggerated somewhat. And not to mention, you had like, I'm not going to get too deep into this. I liked Kendo's character, having been given a sort of Midwestern American look. But the thing is, he was conceived as Japanese American. After all, his last name is Kendo. Do you know any Caucasian Americans by the name of Kendo? I don't. Outbreak Games explored the monsters better with the Licker, Hunter, and other zombie variations. Yeah. The one problem I will admit kind of started with Code Veronica. I mean, it didn't entirely start with Code Veronica, but it started somewhat, and then it carried over into the Outbreak games. The fact that the gore has really been toned down, because I remember in the original Resident Evil games you had decapitations, like when the hunter struck you, it decapitated you. Nowadays, in Resident Evil Code Veronica, Resident Evil Outbreak, and Resident Evil Remake, it just slits your throat. What the hell? You used to be a hardcore balls to the walls, Capcom. What the frick happened to you? Did your balls just drop off?
Hey. What's that?
What's wrong?
I think I saw something. There's something ahead. Be careful.
Damn it. Stay back.
Well, that's one thing they left out of the brief. This island is completely crazy.
What they should have done with 2 and 3 is like what they did with RE1 Remake. Add changes, but not too drastic, but also add something like with Lisa Trevor, but this time Kendo. Yeah, I mean, they should have kept the Japanese-American ethnicity, but, you know, given him the daughter, which was a good addition to the story. And that's another thing too, because like I said, like I was to backtrack a little, back to the whole no decapitations. I mean, we did get when Claire or Leon get, or even Ada, if any of those characters get overwhelmed by 2 zombies, we see them ripping the guts and intestines out of their stomach, while one of them does that, while the other continues biting on their throat. And then, but the thing is, when you get to the IV vines, they're supposed to freaking bite your head off. Instead, they just bite your face, and that's it. Lame. But then again, the IV plants are not the same as they were in the original. In the original, they were giant walking flowers with petals for heads.
I don't know.
Now they're just a bunch of vines that look like zombies. Add Kendo just to explore his character in a limited time frame, or the Pale Zombie as another T-Virus variant. Yeah. Because I don't think we got an explanation for those things. And heck, one of the things we definitely should have gotten in Resident Evil 2 Remake and 3 Remake were the Crimson Heads. Where the heck were they? All they were was reduced to a reference in the Leon campaign when, when Leon and Ada find a net standing over a corpse, said likely Williams' handiwork, have to dispose of it. That's when she burns it. So obviously it was a reference, but it wasn't made. I mean, seriously, you should have had the 2 scenario campaigns, like the zapping system, where zombies that you did not completely decapitate or burn in the first scenario, they come back as Crimson Heads in the second scenario, therefore making your progress in the second scenario all the more difficult. That would have been awesome. exactly, the Crimson Heads. The Crimson Head zombie could also turn to Lickers or the Pale Heads from the free DLC, making the T-Virus evolution much interesting. Yeah. Though there is one, I do think there is a, I don't know if the Crimson Heads are supposed to turn into Lickers. I mean, I could buy that. The thing is, though, I think it said in the old Resident Evil lore that the Lickers were supposedly a byproduct of the G virus, not the T. But at the same time, I kind of argue, if that's the case, why are there no giant eyeballs on those things? Because the hunters, they have no eyes on their heads or anywhere on their body, just pulsing brains for where their eyes should be, and their exposed heart on the chest. But yeah, no eyes. The point of the G virus is anything that's infected with it has some kind of pulsing eye tumor somewhere on their body. So that's why I can argue, whatchamacallit. Oh, I got a new follower. But yeah, I can argue that the G virus does not create the Lickers because it needs to involve eyes, and the Lickers don't have them. They rely on sound. Oh! In OG2, yeah, the only... Oh! I thought he was... There we go. Thought I got him. Well, I got one bullet left in the chamber. Switch over. Well, thank goodness for that. Ah. There we go. The only time a G embryo was fought was the one that came out of the Chief Irons, yeah, or Ben Bertolucci, depending on whichever one you played as in the original. But in the Outbreak, in the hotel, there was the boss who was half Licker, half T-Virus zombie. If so, I'd argue it's product of the T-Virus. Yeah, I can see where that argument comes from. Oh, someone left a thing here. Can't make sense of it anyway. That's why I said that. What I said. Yeah, no worries. I understand. Now here's the thing probably most people don't even think about, or at least don't want to think about. The actual location of Raccoon City. Most would well, because they always said it was in the Midwest, so some people think it's like Kentucky or something like that. I argue that Raccoon City was in fact in Colorado for two reasons. One, I actually found a map online that basically highlights the Midwest region, and it kind of doesn't stop at the state borders. It kind of intertwines within certain states. Even basically the eastern half of Colorado is considered part of the Midwest. So on some maps Colorado is partially the Midwest. So I'd have it in like the central eastern side of Colorado, because another reason why I believe it was in Colorado was because Shinji Mikami, the guy who directed the very first Resident Evil video game, he was inspired not just by, Romero flicks when he made the original Resident Evil. He was also inspired by The Shining, which was set in Boulder, Colorado. I reckon Raccoon City is in a forested, mountainous area. Yeah, and I do believe like the Rockies or something like that do go through the eastern half of Colorado. I could be wrong there, but yeah, that's why I feel like Central East Colorado would be where Raccoon City is. That way, Claire Redfield, she will have attended Colorado or Denver University, and so she rides from Denver to Raccoon City to visit her brother. And then Leon, he went to the Boulder County Police Academy. And then that's how he got transferred to Raccoon City. That's how I would argue it. It was in a fanfic somewhere, but I do really believe that to be the case, in my honest opinion. I can buy that. Would make sense now in my fan fiction. Ah, yeah. Don't have to refer to as Midwest. Yeah, well, the thing is, I mean, you could if you want, because like I said, the eastern half of Colorado is considered the Midwest. But the thing is, the Midwest aspect didn't come into play until Resident Evil 2 in the opening. It was just called Raccoon City, and they didn't give a distinct area of America that it was set in originally. They said Midwest by the second game.
Had some of the same symptoms as Ouroboros.
Robo?
It's a virus some bad people used in Africa a couple of years ago. The question is, how did it get out here?
I can probably break this lock.
Could. Someone just died here. Escapee's note written in Russian. I can't believe it. I got out of there alive. I won't say in one piece, but alive. I still can't even process what went on there. All the effort in trying to scare us, toy with us, it was madness. Oh! Same page turning sound as from the original games. Awesome! I met up with some guys in the forest, but they didn't believe me. Can't say I blame them. I wouldn't have believed me either. After all, who would dare go up against the one who saved us all? I can't do this alone. I went to the communications tower to try and call for help, but I couldn't get a signal through. We're all alone out here. But if we don't get word outside, we're all done for. Savior? Hell no. She's more like the devil herself. Ouroboros was heavily influenced by the G virus, yeah, which in turn influenced the virus on this game. If you look at the zombies, yeah, even though they weren't eyes, they were tumors. It is much more connected to the past than 7 is, yeah, and definitely more connected to the past than 4. But that's why I think I like to think it's possible that the NE parasite could from Nemesis could explain the Las Plagas to some extent. I mean, Las Plagas retains the intelligence. Any parasite, somewhat in the in a more basic, but more than the T virus could. So it makes sense plot wise. Yeah. Ah. Huh. I would type longer, but 200 words is enough. So I have, yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with this darn screen share. It cuts off some sentences. It's stupid. I think, as far as I know, I can get as far as, like, 140, and that's it. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Believe me, the moment I can get this, I can get my own capture card, and, the moment I get my own capture card, the Elgato, hopefully, I'll, be able to, I'll hopefully be able to, I'll be able to read full 200 characters without having to worry about getting messages cut off. Yeah, I know, I understand. One thing I definitely, well, right now I want to know, what the heck am I supposed to do with this thing? I haven't seen this game in a while, so I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I want to get in there, but I don't know how I'm supposed to. Obviously, I'm supposed to pick this up. Oh! Oh, I was just supposed to move it so she can get in there. Oh. Stupid me. Huh. So is it safe to say you haven't played Revelations 1 and 2? If so, I'll avoid talking about it. Well, the thing is, I don't mind spoilers because, I've already played, I haven't played the game before, but I have seen it. I've watched it on YouTube, so I remember how the ending goes. So, I mean, I understand that there are people who might come into the chat or maybe watching this stream that might not have played or seen it, so I would understand if they wouldn't want to be spoiled. If they do, then I'd advise they mute or come back when they've officially played it, but or seen the story play out. But yeah, this is completely full spoiler stream. I don't mind spoilers. I've watched Danganronpa stream, and I will be playing it. Never heard of that. Alrighty. There we go. Oh, I just realized. That's the assault rifle. There's his Magnum Python he's known for. And Barry's wielding a samurai edge. That's awesome. It's a mystery visual novel type game, if that's your type of game. Suffice to say, this connects to the past, like, previous Revelations game, which I do like. Yeah, I do know the connection this game has with the first Revelations.
Now we're talking.
Okay. Ah. Alrighty. There we go. Okay. Oh, you know what's a good game? What's good about this game? If you play it on multiplayer, split screen or otherwise, it's a fun game to play with others. Awesome. Hopefully, it'll be better than playing Resident Evil 5 by myself, because that was a pain in the ass. The AI control character was, you know, practically useless. Always getting hurt, always getting injured, and wasting ammunition on stupid things and such, and definitely wasting health. Though only one could play as the gunner and the other as the pointer, which my brother and I always hated. Yeah. Sheva kept wasting the ammo. Yeah. Don't know. And that's the thing. I never played much as Sheva. I just played mostly as Chris. I mean, I like Sheva the character, but as the as a game mechanic, it just sucked how, like, for example, looking at this over the shoulder, you're looking over the right shoulder. But if you play as Sheva, you're forced to play over as the you're forced to look over the left shoulder, which kind of was bothersome for me. Imagine playing as Natalia or Barry's daughter, which had nothing but a flashlight. Yeah, but at least for I'll give whatchamacallit, what's her face? I'll give Barry's daughter Moira. Yeah, I'll give Moira credit for one thing. At least she had a crowbar she can use repeatedly. Natalia, she has to pick up rocks, and if she loses one, you have to find another and pick it up in order to use it. So I'll give Moira credit in that regard.
We're gonna have to smash through the gate. Crap!
There's more over there. The monster's coming.
Break out the beer and nachos.
The monster's coming.
Nice try. Gotta give credit to where credit's due. Barry and Natalia do make quite the team.
There's something ahead. Be careful.
Alrighty. It's always a contest as to who will be the gunner when we play. LOL, no one wants to play them. Yeah, sad but true. I can understand that.
There, that should get the crane working.
Can't get in there. Okay. Thought I saw something. Oh well.
There's something ahead. Be careful.
Ha! Didn't see that coming, did you? Oh, another one. Oh, another one? We need a new fucking dog. In case you're wondering what that line's from, that was from Lethal Weapon 3. It was a funny line. You have to see the movie in order to get it. I think that Capcom should have capitalized on porting Outbreak 1 and 2 to PS4 instead of making the Resistance. Yeah, a lot of fans are upset about that. As an online multiplayer, unlike before during the PS2 era, yeah, online's more of a thing these days than it was back then.
There's something ahead. Be careful.
Oh. Come on. Where is it? There we go. Finally. You okay, Natalia? Okay. Nothing here. Alrighty. There we go. I love the... Oh. I always play as Alyssa, David, or Kevin on Outbreak. Yeah, same here. Oh, I forgot this one. You could coordinate between the unique Outbreak characters much better with voice chat. Yeah. I like the callback line Barry's about to say here.
Who's the master of unlocking now, huh? Come on, hurry.
Okay.
Who's the master of unlocking now? Call back to the cheesy lines of the original Resident Evil game. Oh. Ha! Okay.
There's too many of them. Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Oh, crud. Hasta la vista, baby.
You all right?
Fine.
Resistance is good, but it feels generic, for a lack of a better word. That's why I don't like it that much. Now, I understand. A lot of people were let down by that.
Well, that was a really long way around.
Huh. That's true. It was a really long way around. Nothing here. Alrighty. Anything? Nope. Okay.
That's her. That's my baby.
Any luck in there, Mara? No! Piece of shit must be busted. Alright, then let's head over to the Bostic. Fucking technology.
You can say that again. This was logged 6 months ago. Jesus, Moira.
Your daughter's name is... Moira?
Yeah. Why? Hey, kid. You okay?
Yeah, good point, Afro. Alf. I was gonna say Afro, but I'm sorry, Alf. Yeah, they should have made a movie about Umbrella's fall. Wow, managed to go an hour and a half just like yesterday. Yesterday I surprisingly went an hour and a half even, but since I'm not working today, I was able to go a few extra minutes.
On Revelations 2.
Moira was trying to get to that tower when I was with her.
I need you to take me there. Can you do that?
But if we've been infected with something...
I promise I'll catch up.
Is this the place? The Placid?
Don't be scared.
So, you finally came. I
Bring off this motherfucking island!
Well, I don't know if and when I will get Revelations 2 Episode 2. But, yeah, this was fun, this first part. Yeah, I mean, I was a little worried about that, but they made it work. You know, I was afraid they were going to go... But, because, I mean, when you think about Resident Evil, you kind of almost got to go episodic, kind of like The Walking Dead. Because, oh, Shinji Mikami was a background artist in this? Awesome! But, yeah, yeah, I mean, Walking Dead, the Telltale games, they were episodic for a reason. They had plenty of time to tell long stories and yet, you know, have an overall narrative of sorts to tell. So that's why I kind of like that this game took a page out of the Telltale's Walking Dead, at least in terms of the episodic gameplay. It was fun talking to a Resident Evil fan. Hope I'll be there in the next RE stream. Yeah, fun fact, I'm actually, I do have Resident Evil Origins collection, so I can stream that sometime. But yeah, I mean, I almost spent a lot of time streaming that. I wanted something a little different, so when I saw that this was here for, like, whatchamacallit, when it was free download, free to play, I said, to hell with it, I'll get it. It's Resident Evil, and it's something I've seen, but I haven't played yet, so I got it. So yeah, I'll definitely get around to streaming Resident Evil Origins Collection again. And what else? But yeah, I'm actually gonna get ready to start a as soon as the credits roll by, because I'm pretty sure there must be a trophy involved. I'm gonna you're gonna have a blast with Revelations 1 and 2. Thank you. I hope so. But when I get around to getting all the complete first game and of course the complete second. But yeah, as soon as the credits roll by, oh no, not GTA. I'm actually next. I'm actually gonna do something else that I also downloaded yesterday along with this, DC Universe Online. So as soon as the credits roll by, I'll end this stream and then I'll start up the DC Universe Online stream. Thank you for playing. Glad they ended the credits with that. Well, then it'll be a first experience for both of us, because I haven't seen much of it. I've just seen the cinematic videos, and that's it. 3 women and a berry. That's the name of the trophy I won. Alrighty. Defeated 5 revenants by only hitting their weak spots. Didn't fire a gun in the detention center control area. Oh. So, well, if I had... Oh, well. What are you gonna do? Sometimes things can't be helped. I always wanted to check that one out, but it was like how big of a file, 10 GB. I was wary of it. Yeah, I understand that. The ability to attack with the knife while dashing. Awesome. I can't afford that though right now. Alrighty. Speedy rescue. Alrighty, I guess that's it then. Yeah, this first episode finished in 2 days. One scenario per day and per stream. Episode 2 is available. Purchase it? Not right now. But yeah, that was fun. And hopefully when I do get episodes 2 and so on, whether it's digital or on the on this hard copy, whatever it is, I'll be back. Purchase it, do it. Well, I'll get it. Like I said, right now it's more of a money situation, so hopefully, I don't know if it's gonna cost me to get episode 2, and if it does, then I'm gonna have to hold off for a bit. But for right now, yeah, I'll end this stream, and we'll all try out DC Universe Online together. So, see you in a few minutes, everyone. Take care.